I'm Carson Smith from Fox News, and I'm here with Donald Trump. Mr. Trump, there are rumors that you are devising a completely original idea for dealing with foreigners. Would you care to share it with us?
Well, this is mostly for the Muslim terrorists that Obama is so keen on letting into this beautiful country. But, it's not just for them, but it's also for the terrorist brothers and sisters that have already made their way into our beautiful country.
So what exactly does this plan entail, Mr. Trump?
Well, first of all, I would separate them from the rest of, the real Americans. If they're not among us, they can't hurt us. And I would just make sure that none of them sneak back to bomb us. And, I don't want to be bombed. And we'd make them all wear a mark, maybe, to point them out with the moon and star that they're always so fond of. Separating them.
Okay, well, so what kind of place would we put all those people when we finish separating them?
We want to put it somewhere where, no American would want to go. So it's like somewhere like Mexico, nobody likes Mexico.
Did you say Mexico or New Mexico?
New Mexico.
Why New Mexico, Mr. Trump?
Well, you see, New Mexico, that's where all those damn Mexicans come from that keep stealing all our jobs and stuff, and they're illegals, And, there's some good ones, but most of them, they're illegal, so, we don't want them in here. Real Americans would want, New Mexico.
All right, and what would you do with all those Mexicans living in America? With the terrorists that we moved into New Mexico, what would you do with them? Not the Mexican illegals. That's a different subject entirely.
Well, with these terrorists that keep finding their way into our country, we put them to like some kind of menial labor there, make them work for us, do work for us, and we'll separate them, make them do different things so they work efficiently. And if they're not working efficiently, we'll have some pretty harsh consequences,
What kind of consequences would those be, Mr. Trump?
Well, we've been thinking about it a little bit, just best not to say right now, but we are still finalizing plans. Anyway, separating the terrorists is the #1 plan, and we want to make America great again. It's a beautiful country, and I just want to make it great, for safe.
Thank you for your time and for your great plan, Mr. Trump. Now back to the studio. Thanks, Carson. We have some honored guests here today at Fox News to discuss Mr. Trump's latest comments. Let me introduce you to Dick Richardson, former top staffer for both Bush administrations.
Hello, everybody.
Mike Hunt, lead aide on John McCain's presidential campaign.
So great to be here.
And our token Democratic strategist. What did you say your name was, sir?
Abe Greenberg.
Oh, okay. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Greenberg. Now, for reactions on Mr. Trump's comments, let's start with you, Dick.
Thanks, Carson. Well, I think that Mr. Trump got it exactly right. Those damn terrorists are ruining our country with all their attacks on peaceful Americans. With Hillary trying to take our guns and Bernie trying to take, everything, I think it's an actable plan to stop domestic terrorism, So this further solidifies Donald Trump as the front runner of this presidential election.
All right, Dick, thanks for your input. Mike, what are your thoughts on Mr. Trump's plan?
Well, Carson, I agree with Dick. Muslims have been invading our country ever since 9/11, and there's no reason to think that they will stop anytime soon. With Obama, the chief terrorist sympathizer, letting in those refugees that are really just terrorists in disguise, and ISIS growing ever more potent and dangerous, something needs to be done. Mr. Trump's plan to separate the Muslims from the rest of America and make them do work to better the rest of the country will succeed in lowering terrorism and giving Americans a better, safer life.
Thanks, Mike. Abe, do you have anything more to add? Do you agree or disagree with Mike and Dick?
I just have one question for you guys. Doesn't this all remind you of the Holocaust a little bit? I mean, taking Muslims from their homes, separating them from the rest of the country, putting them to work with a minimal amount of food, unnamed consequences if they don't comply, having to wear marks to differentiate themselves. I mean...
Whoa, Abe. Are you comparing Trump to Hitler? This is outrageous. This is why I never talk to liberals. Why would you say this is the Holocaust? It's all about you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a ridiculous comparison. Nothing about Trump's plan is even remotely similar to anything regarding the Holocaust. Carson, can you get this liberal out of here?
Yeah, no problem, guys. Get him out of here. Anyway, let's continue on to our next topic. Obama trying to take our guns. Back after this.